Alright guys, it's Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. I'm going to do my best here to try to give you something. I'm not in a good way right now, guys. We almost didn't make it yet again this month, and luckily I was able to get some help, but it won't happen next month, probably, so. I'm starving to death, guys. I haven't had any food in almost 11 days, and I think I'm dying for real. I've talked about this before. When you don't get sleep, if you don't sleep for like days on end, you start to get delirious and start to feel like you're losing your mind a little bit. It starts to weigh on you mentally. But a lot of people don't know it because most people wouldn't have probably gone 11 days without eating before, like I have multiple times. It's not good. It literally feels like your body thinks it's dying. That's where I feel like I'm going to try to give you some kind of a show. I don't know how it's going to go because I'm not in the right headspace I'm just starving. And we're not out of the woods yet. We may have gotten the studio rent covered, but we have to raise. We're going to shut the power and the internet off on Friday here at the studio. If I don't have power and internet, it's basically as bad as being homeless. So I can't work, I can't do anything. So $200 is our goal for this week. We need to raise $150 by tomorrow because, like I said, Friday they're going to turn the power and the internet off. So buy downloads, whatever you do. I can't make anything else for a while. Most people don't even care, even realize I made four films in the last month, 3 weeks. I fucking lost count. 11 I've already made this year. 11 films. 32 last year. This is what I made this year. The Drone Truth, Arthur C. Clarke Predicts the Future, Mystery Fog, The Fog of War, The Alaska Triangle, The Spellcasters Volume 6 Comedy, Badfinger, Tragic Beauty, Our Thing, Cosa Nostra, The History of the Mafia, God is AI, the most important film of the year, the top 10 conspiracy theories of 2025 according to AI, which I don't think a single person bought a copy of. I think that might be the only film I've ever made that's never sold a single copy, which is retarded. Polybius, and the newest one that just came out is the Akashic Records, which harkens back to my work on Emerald Tablets of Thoth and all that, ties into that. So, and the last few films I made are short films, that's why they're priced cheap as well. So, I've done some remastered audiobooks as well. The newest one I put in the download store last night is called The Astral Plane: Its Scenery, Inhabitants, and Phenomenon by C.W. Ledbetter. It's a theosophy book that I read back in 2012. So I remastered and it's not one that, it's kind of flown under the radar. I don't know if a lot of people even, I'd forgotten I even did this one, to be honest with you. Yeah, I went to go look this book up. This book is hilarious. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I am actually dying. I have no food. Anyway, I was looking for this book, and anyway, when I was looking for this book, The Astral Plane, you know what I found? I found the audiobook that I did for it online. I didn't even remember that I did it. That's how much shit I've done, guys. I've done shit I don't remember doing. And I've got a memory that doesn't forget anything, and I forgot about this one. Anyway, I read it in 2012, but it's been remastered. It also has background music in it to make it more enjoyable. It's like 4 hours long, so get a copy in the download store. It's only $10. I need everybody hearing this show to buy at least one download. I've asked people to do this before, and we've not got one or two people maybe to buy one. And listen, I'm done with excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. I've been on air since 2007. I've heard every excuse under the sun. When I first started, I can't donate because Bush is in office. Then Bush gets out, Obama gets, I can't donate because Obama's in office. Then Obama gets out, Trump gets in. I can't donate because Trump's in office. Trump gets out, Biden said, oh, obviously I can't donate now because Biden. Now Trump's back in. Oh, no, I can't donate now because tariffs. What? Tariffs? They haven't even fucking affected them. They're not even affecting anything yet. Not unless you're buying a fucking Land Rover or a goddamn fucking whatever. What are they called? Jaguar? I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna be honest about that shit because I'm in one of those moods. So if I say something in the show that offends you, just take it with a grain of salt because I haven't eaten in fucking almost 11 days. Okay? Because I'm gonna go the fuck off on this show and just not give a fuck who it offends. Because that's the kind of mood I am right now. Because I'm close to feeling. I really feel like I'm about to die. I've never felt this close. I was in the hospital for heart failure twice. Most recently back in November and December. I survived that. To come out here and die like this with no food, what the fuck? It's ridiculous. I didn't feel this close to death when I was in the hospital for heart failure twice. I feel closer to death now than I did then. Yeah, because I never really felt bad when I was in the hospital. I just wasn't good. I just wasn't, my heart was working at 40, 50% capacity or whatever it was. I want to say this. If your name's not Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, or Neil Peart, fuck Canada. Seriously, fuck Canada. All this bullshit they're doing because they're all mad. Well, you know what? If you ran your country the right way and hadn't had all those cocksuckers you had running that place in there for the longest time, you wouldn't be in this situation. Canada put themselves in this situation. You can blame Trump, blame America all you want, but you wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't have those cocksucking commies in charge for as long as you did, all right? And let me tell you something else about Canada. Canada is the number one, seriously, well, they're tied with Australia. The Canada and Australia are the number one worst supporters of my work. Because I have listeners in both those places, have for years, but you guys never donate, you never buy a movie, you never buy any down, you never do anything, you're the worst. So I got no love for Canada. Fuck Canada. You can nuke Canada as far as I care. I don't give a fuck about Canada. Now listen, if you're a Canadian, I love you. That's not what I mean. I just mean Canada. Canada's an inferior land full of inferior people. It always has been. It always will be. So fuck Canada. Someone was asking me the other day. Yeah, Canada's the worst. I get more support from places that have the population of Rhode Island than I do from Canada and Australia. It's ridiculous. Gotta spend your money on that beer, eh? Cocksuckers. Somebody asked me again the other day about Israel and Palestine. And boy, am I not in a fucking good mood to answer that question, but I will. Listen, if you have to ask where I stand on Israel and Palestine, let me reiterate for the umpteenth time for you how I feel on that situation. Fuck them all, nuke them all, and let God sort them out. If I was fucking president, the first fucking thing I do would launch missiles, nukes on the fucking Israel and Palestine. I'd nuke them all. Trump said it too. We're gonna take it over. We're gonna turn them into the Mediterranean of the Middle East. You know what? I think that's what should happen. Because who else is the problem besides Israel and Palestine, right? It's only those two together fighting each other, right? Right, so we should be telling, listen, most people don't even know the whole thing, what's behind all that. They pick a side, whatever side they think is the best side, and they go with that. Whether it's the Jews, whether it's Hamas, whatever. Nobody's in the right in this situation. You know why? You know what it's all about? British imperialism. I made a film last year nobody really saw, because I think the title made them think that the subject of the film was just that, but it wasn't. It's a misleading title. It's called The Queen's Bedroom. It's not just a movie about the Queen's bedroom in the White House, okay? That's just the jumping off point for the movie. America and the whole rest of the world, America it was never free from Britain. We got sold that propaganda. By we, I mean Americans, myself included. Don't think I don't include myself in that, because I do. Because I was running around believing it myself for a long time, too. Because I went through the public school education system and got indoctrinated and propagandized like the rest of my fellow Americans. Listen, America's never been free of Britain. We're a British colony, just like Canada, just like Australia, just like tons of other places. The number one agenda of the world power players is British imperialism and British domination. And this is why the State of Israel was established in 1947 by the Rothschild banking family from England. It was about the establishment of the State of Israel was about British imperialism, period, end of story. And wiping out Palestinians and all that is all about British imperialism. That's what it's about. It's about Great Britain running the world. That's always been their agenda, and it's never changed. It's, it's real fashionable now to hate Jews and hate on. It has been for long. I mean, I've been up against that the whole time I've been on air. Because people either think, oh, you never hate on Jews. You don't hate on Jews enough, so you must be a Jew. Which, number one, wrong, try again. Number two, I've talked plenty about Zionism. I'm against Zionism. I'm against any ism, really. I've openly talked about Zionism, but Zionism was also a creation of the Rothschild banking family in order to, again, spread British imperialism. That's who it is. We get blamed, America, that's what I mean by we. We get blamed for all this shit, but really we're the strong arm and the muscle for British imperialism. That's what we are. That's why the Queen has a bedroom. When they built the White House, they built a bedroom for the Queen in the fucking White House. Why? Why would a country who fought for their independence of England build a bedroom for the Queen of England in the White House where the president lives? Why would they do that? Because we've never been free of British rule, and we never will be. They were instrumental in the setting up of the Federal Reserve, on and on and on. You all know this, but that's my point. I'm not against Jewish people. I've taken a lot of flack for it. I don't hate Jews, especially American Jews. It's like American Jews, if you hate American Jews, you're just a bigot. You're just a moron. If you want to hate the Israeli people or whatever, okay, that's your business. I don't, but I do hate Zionism, and I do hate the Rothschilds, and I do hate the idea of Americans still dying to this day for British imperialism. But I also don't hate Britons either. I love Brits. We've got some great British listeners in our audience, and I love each and every one of them. Truly. But just so if I say I hate Canadians, it doesn't mean I hate Canadian people or I hate you because you're Canadian. Don't take it that way. Same thing with England. I love England. I mean, like the conquest. Everything's about British imperialism, and everything is about serving. But that's what it's all about. The war in the Middle East, all that stuff. Israel and Palestine. That's it. But most people run around still thinking it's about something else it's not about. That's, period, in the story, what it's about. No, I've been called a crypto Jew. Listen, buddy, if I was Jewish, I wouldn't have to ask for donations all the time, all right? I wouldn't be starving to death, probably, if I was Jewish. Or I'd go ask fucking Chaim or fucking whoever for a loan for some Jew gold. You know what I'm saying? So fuck out of here with that, please. I fucking don't have anything against Jews. I'll take shit for that, I'm sure. That's, I don't know. Somebody asked me the other day where I stood on the Israel-Palestine thing, and I had to go off and tell them. So I felt I needed to go off here. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not crystal clear about stuff, but that's how I feel. Honestly, if I was president today, I'd fucking nuke Israel and Palestine right now, turn them into a glass parking lot, and let Starbucks and the corporations move in, do like Donald said. We're going to turn it into the Mediterranean of the Middle East. It's going to be great. And then we're going to put some tariffs on Iran and tell them to suck a dick. Whatever, Fuck, I'm doing the best I can here, guys. I'm just close to death. Dayglow76 at yahoo.com on PayPal. Reeves Radio, all lowercase, one word. Reeves Radio on the Cash App. Capital J, Josh, dash, capital R, Reeves, dash 61 on Venmo. and 7894 if it asks you for the last 4 digits of my phone number on Venmo, which it does sometimes when you try to send a donation, so just keep that in mind. Buy downloads if that's all you can do. I literally, if I make it through tonight and I'm able to get something to eat, I'll be back tomorrow, but oh God. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm dying.